Hello, I'm Brigantia, Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday, and welcome back to our series, Journey Through the Tarot. This week we are looking at the Sun. And of course, this comes from the deck, the Housewives Tarot by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum. If you've never worked with this deck, I do highly recommend it. The imagery is very relatable, very intuitive. And so if you're trying to work on making your readings a little bit more instinctive, this would be a good deck to train yourself with. So, let us begin and focus on the sun. As you can see, we've got a great big sun in the sky. It has eggs for eyes that are sunny side up, and it's smiling and just glowing with happiness and contentment. And then at the bottom, we see the housewife. She's giving her husband a breakfast. He's just absolutely thrilled with it. All is well. You can just tell that everything is going absolutely spectacularly at the moment. Now, the sun is considered to be the most auspicious omen within the tarot, and I think certainly this card does convey that general feeling. Moments of complete happiness, they don't come around often enough, so when they do, we should allow ourselves to enjoy them fully. I'm also reminded of the expression of looking on the bright side of life. When I look at this card, it is everything about it is just that bright side, from the coloring to the imagery, the feelings it convey. It's all there. Now for our booklet. It has the key words happiness, clarity, and optimism. And what better words could you possibly find for the images on this card? It reads, "Nothing brightens your morning like a hearty plate of sunny side ups. The sun brings optimism, prosperity, happiness, friendship, and a big bright smile at the breakfast table. Your thoughts and ideas are well formed and unbroken, not scrambled or poached. The sun is dual natured. As part of a balanced breakfast, it can provide plenty of protein and energy for the day, but overdoing it can clog the arteries with cholesterol." And I suppose that's true in life as well. If we're so focused on everything's great and wonderful and perfect, when the other side of reality does intrude, I think that is liable to send people into a more serious depression because they haven't trained themselves how to deal with the absolutely inevitable bumps that come along in the road of life. So enjoy the moment, but don't fool yourself into thinking that this is just how life is always going to be, because that isn't reality. And ignoring reality ultimately does not help anyone. So, when this comes up in a reading, the first message it would convey is the day is yours. Enjoy it. Make the most of it. Your business will have a successful conclusion. This is a yes card. This is a happy card. This is a things are going to turn out even better than you expected kind of card. Second possibility is to pull yourself out of thinking patterns that really drag you down. The sun is the world's best disinfectant, and perhaps the way you think would benefit from that energy. And how true that is. A lot of us deal with a kind of internal monologue that isn't exactly, you know, rainbows and lollipops and kittens and unicorns or anything that's designed to build us up. A lot of it is this hypercritical, to the point where it's absolutely detached from reality kind of critical. It's not simply making you aware of things you need to work on or flaws or aspects of your character that could use a little work. It's something that's more mean-spirited than that. I think oftentimes we are our own worst critics. And it can be hard to drown that voice out, and it can be hard to get that voice to acknowledge that there are good things as well as bad, and that there is a balancing act to be had, and it doesn't need to drag you down in order to get its message across. And if you do find yourself in kind of this loop of I'm awful, I'm terrible, life is terrible, everything hates me, my body hates me, so on and so forth, it's time to break out of that. If you get stuck on that track, you're going to eventually attract bad things to you, so you don't want that. Third possibility in a reading, and of course these are just kind of general outlines of what this could convey, is that it's time to cultivate some hope. Our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, these all have energy, and that energy is going to be better directed when we have genuine hope within ourselves, and also a sincere belief that we can change our lives for the better, and even at the worst of times, that there is a possibility that good will come. The wheel is always turning, so even if we're on an unfavorable aspect of that wheel, that doesn't mean that's where we're going to be stuck for forever. And of course, hope isn't something that just springs up automatically. There are plenty of people out there that are trying to strip people of having any hope. They want them demoralized. So, this is a proactive thing to be doing, and that can be very difficult, particularly if you're not in the habit of saying, you know what, I need to be the one who builds myself up. So, this is really a call to assert your own agency and take some responsibility for yourself and not wait on someone else to make you feel better, but to seek out things you can do to make yourself feel better and also to train your brain in that general vein of things. So, that's the sun. Next week, we will be looking at Judgment. Quite a card to come up during the holiday season on a scale and everything, but we'll be getting into that next week. So, in the meantime, if you would like to talk a little bit of tarot, or if you would like to request a tarot reading or other divination kind of reading, you can come visit us on Blackbird's Brew. I'm sure someone would be willing to accommodate your request if you ask. But in the meantime, please subscribe to this channel if you have not done so already. Give us a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.